Good afternoon and thank you all for joining in. On behalf of ET Retail and Microsoft, I welcome you all for this the myth surrounding it. I hope this session will be insightful and there are some key learnings that all of us can take back from here. We are good to begin. An indisputable buzzword in retailing is Omni Channel, a term that is meant to signify a seamless integration of brick-and-mortar stores with online and key element standing customer engagement has become a key topic that is being asked by the business units in retail companies to their technology advisors. In the modern world, will a good online commerce solution experience? How can enhanced in-store technology help in this vision? To know more, I invite Shaleen Verma, Retail and Distribution Industry Solution Lead at Microsoft Dynamics, to share his insights on the topic. Shaleen is also involved with the retail business and IT teams in defining how the dynamic solution can help in deploying next generation customer platforms in the next decade of customer evolution in the retail environment. Shaleen has also been working on the subject of delivering enhanced customer experience using solutions and platforms for several years, with omni-channel being a key. His 12 years of experience in retail experience with many retail. With this, I'm Shaleen. Shaleen, over to you.
Hello, can you hear me now? My name is Shaleen Verma. Today's session we will keep mostly around the myth that surrounds omni-channel. For last 2 to 3 years since the omni-channel word started floating around, we have seen most of the technology investments have moved from what has happened is that people have considered that a strong online solution is what it takes omni-channel retailer. Why we call it a myth is the reality is actually something else. Just by having a very good online commerce solution in this modern world wherein customer, the retail organizations across the channel, across the touch point. It is impossible to deliver that omni-channel view or experience to their customer, even if you have a very strong online commerce platform world. Will a good online commerce solution is what it takes to deliver that omni-channel experience? And actually we all would know that answer is it's not that only. Welcome you all on this session. The agenda that we have structured today over next around 40 odd minutes, 40 to 45 minutes. We'll keep one area which is very important in the omni-channel journey, which is surrounded around why is in-store platform important when we talk about omni-channel, delivering the omni-channel experience. We'll spend some time on that, what it takes, what it means, mostly from the solution standpoint. Moving towards omni-channel and delivering that experience through the brick and mortar format, how do we leverage modern devices when a customer walks into the store or he's near the store? What are the modern devices that can be leveraged, and we'll take a couple of examples in that. What is also important is to execute these projects in a time-bound and predictable manner. We understand that project lifecycle is important, because if the experience element gets delayed, the entire excitement just fizzles out. So we'll talk about how does lifecycle services kind of channelized implementation methodology helps the customer to deliver that experience in a time. We'll then open the floor for some question answers while you can continue to window, and we'll be having some time to take at least 2 to 3 questions at the end. With this, we'll start area. What kind of in-store technology we should go for, and why it is important in the omni-channel world. Let us try to get deeper into the concepts of omni-channel. Generally, it says that omni-channel is all about seamless, continuous experience across all the customer touchpoints, all the channel front ends, wherein customer experiences the brand or the retail organization. This can be a journey which starts at online or starts at a mobile platform, carries on over the next device, which can be, say, a kiosk, walks into the store and he gets it delivered across in the store. If that is the experience we are talking about, online channel is only one channel in and has recorded some of his interest. If you just disconnect that experience and you move the customer consistent, and the technology doesn't allow that, it doesn't help. Some of the concepts that when we talk about omni-channel that comes up, aspects like buy online, pick up in store, buy online, return in store, and buy in store, all these elements not capable seem to deliver experience or to receive informations like orders, like tax elements, like the pricing from online channel as a standard service framework. It is completely, it just makes the entire experience, entire execution very much broken. And hence, over the next few slides, I'll take you through one of the scenario wherein talking about buy online, pick up in store, or buy online, return in store. From the store solution standpoint, what is important? Scenario wherein a customer walks into the web, to the online channel, and he picks up over the web, he goes and browses one of the product categories. Now just imagine, whatever product categories are being driven, if these product categories are not consistent with the product categories available at the store on modern devices, that is the first place wherein the inconsistency comes in play, and hence the customer experience just gets washed off. So let us take the first route, wherein a customer comes up on the web and it picks up a product called cotton polo, and you can see here there is an area which is called wish list. And that is what when we say omni-channel talks about starting off your shopping journey at in one channel and taking it across to the other channel. Imagine a scenario wherein customer likes something and adds that to the wish list. Now in the that wish list should be a modern device over which the sales representative can carry on that conversation from where the customer left online, wherein he can say, welcome so and so, you were looking at these products, let me continue that particular experience across, right? So say a customer picks up this particular product and he's getting onto this first scenario which talks about buy online, pick up in store, and he goes around and says that I want to pick up from this particular store. Now just imagine, he is online, and if the store solution doesn't expose the stock on hand as a simple inventory service, that blocks the customer experience, because he may pick up that particular product into his basket, into his cart, and when he walks into the store, the product is not there. I will bring that element again, that if your in-store technology, in-store platform is not capable of exposing inventory seamless, it becomes a very uh, inconsistent experience. Let us continue the journey, and I'll take you one simple example. So this is something wherein in an omni-channel world, the customer has added the product in the cart and he said, I will go from and pick it up from that particular store. In our Indian context, taxation is one of the important element. And when he says that I will go and pick it up from that particular store, it is important for the online platform to expose the tax calculation as per that respective store's tax definition. It can't be a centralized tax definition. Hence, I'll again go back to the same point, that if your store platform is not capable to expose the tax service, have the stock there. So So when the customer walks into the store, add that to the cart online and say pick up from the store, does that make it an omni-channel experience? We all know that is not true. What makes it omni-channel experience is that when the customer walks into the physical store, that particular product is right end ticket value, right taxation captured, inventory available and reserved for him should be picked up from the store. And that is why we say that in-store technology is the most critical element when you talk about delivering the seamless omnichannel experience. Now let us pick up another scenario wherein we are saying that a customer walks in or buys something online, but when he comes to the store, he likes something else and wants to cancel the order which was booked online. Again, he comes back. Now he should be able to cancel the order. Once he walks into the store representative should be able to populate the order seamlessly. And when we say this, it is all about ready, available services exposed. If it is entire Dynamics platform, this is delivered out of the box. When we say cancel the order, he picks up that order that customer created online, then this status of the order gets cancelled on the web as well. That is what delivers the true omni-channel experience. So I'll take this element and just take 5 minutes here and just spend some time on what we have just executed. All consistent and seamless when they're talking about other channels that you're connecting with the customer at. So channels like online, channels like mobile, they should be seamless. All the services should be encapsulated into one single framework so that these kind of experiences are delivered out of the box. We just discussed one of the scenario wherein the customer walks in and experience is continuous, say over a tablet. Imagine. Nowadays, customers are also very much active over social media. How can you engage a customer over social media, and then when the customer comes in front of the store, leveraging say a wall, a digital wall, you can populate his what he highlighted on the social media, and then engage using that wall which is outside the store, and then populate catalogs, populate his interest on top of that, help him make decisions, help him get inside the store, and then continue that experience. So things will only get complex. The point that we are trying to by having a good online solution platform is the aspect that should be considered when you are going and walking the omni-channel journey. Moving forward, for a retail organization, brick and mortar store and technology piece more so from the store perspective. We move on to the next section, and that is where we are saying that consistent and seamless experience, for delivering that, it is very important to understand that whether you will be able to deliver that experience, and it is experience that we are talking about, using the conventional boxed POS machine that we all had and we have been seeing in the store. I suppose not. There are modern devices available now, and modern devices are many. It is not only mobile phone and tablets. You have devices like Kinect, which senses the body measures and projects you over an LED on which you can browse the catalog, put it on yourself. It acts as a virtual change room. I just give an example of a wall which is on the outside wall of the store, which is a glass wall. How can that wall be used as an engagement layer with the customer? We are seeing a lot of gamification getting onto the retail space. How can we leverage that in engaging the customer? All these are delivered on modern devices. The point that we are trying to make is that modern devices are now embedded in the retail vision moving forward. It is important that those modern devices are leveraged as a transaction device as well. It should not be that those devices only act as an experience device, and then when you come back, you're again back to the same boxed POS. That experience is inconsistent, that breaks in between. So it is important from that element that we look at how do we leverage the modern devices in this modern era, wherein engaging with the customer is the key. Customer walks into the store. Today as well, you offer him or her a lot of choices, but those are all choices spoken with the customer. Those are all choices that you explain to the customer, which is verbal. How can you leverage technology or devices like tablets to engage with the customer? How can you engage the customer over a virtual change room scenario when customer is doing a self-service, he's trying a lot of things on his own. How can you engage and assist the customer using these devices? That is the message. Scenarios like when we say offer choices, you can offer the choices on whether it is in the store, which is online, which is on the phone. It has to be immersive, and it has to be an aspect which talks about that experiential element that you want to offer when he's on the store. Just over here, if you see, it's primarily in the omni-channel world, we call this concept as endless aisle. A customer has walked into the store with some of the items, some of the products added to his wish list, and those wish lists are continued with this sales representative, and she is helping the customer to make to actually build up on his choice better decision making. So that is what a device like this can help the customer with. The another element that we are talking about is assisting the customer. So customer has come into the store. Now that particular customer who has some stuff that he has already done over social media, he has added some elements over there. How can you bring his or her interest from social media on the device, on the tablet, and engage with the customer with his preferences or her preferences, choices, and help him or her with the buying journey that he wants to experience when he has walked into the store. These elements will take the in-store experience to the next level, and that is where your consistent, seamless, and continuous experience gets delivered. It's also about nurturing the customer over a period of time, because we all know in retail, my existing customer, if he comes again and again, chances that he will buy from me is always more than acquiring a new customer. So when a customer knows that he or she will get that kind of experience that they are looking for, then only the elements that we talk about when we go deep and talk about omni-channel online driving traffic to the store. Online doesn't drive traffic to the store just like that. It can drive once, twice or thrice, but it is your existing customers. If they are satisfied, they know that the experience that they get at the store is fantastic. It is only then that those online browsing will end up into a sales when the customer comes back to the store. Those connections, those connecting points are very important when you're talking about omni-channel and leveraging the devices when we get the customer when they are at the store. Let me take you through some of the scenarios. This is again a tablet experience that we are trying to deliver, in which a customer walks in. Now, whatever are the catalogs on the online channel, all those catalogs with the same categories, same product hierarchy, same product definition, prices which are relevant to the channel, gets delivered using this kind of experience on the tablet device, wherein things like what he used to do on the web, wherein he's trying to select multiple products, compare 2 of them or 3 of them. When he's at the store, while he's having that conversation with, if you recall what we discussed a couple of slides back, where we said that it is the consistent experience across the channel. When he walks into the store, he's getting that assisted experience with a sales representative. So here is where, say, the sales representative is trying to have that assisted sales process going, wherein he's saying that customers, that these are the 3 products that might be of your interest. Whether you want to have a look at it, let me compare these products for you. And these are the variations, these are the differences between these products. And from here you can directly add them to the sale, add them to the cart. And here is where it gets converted into the POS or into the core transaction. Just recollect, we just spoke about, it has to be a mix of both. It cannot be experience on one device and transaction on the other device. Whichever device you are engaging the customer with, that device should be capable to complete the transaction as well for the customer. I'll again go back to the example that I shared a bit back, which was around virtual change room. So on a virtual change room, on a device, if you are able to help the customer make his choice, why can't you use the same device for him to convert and complete his transaction also on the same device itself? That is what experience means in the new modern omni-channel world. I'll come back on this experience wherein we are talking about these 3 devices, and you have from here converted that onto a receipt, and here you're asking the customer that, can I send this receipt to you? And the customer can drop in his email address, and this can be just sent to the email directly. What we have observed is, from our customer footpoint, is that most of our customers were able to consolidate their multiple point solutions when they looked at the omni-channel platform that we were talking about. Just imagine, while all this discussion that I was having with you all, I've spoken about 3 to 4 critical scenarios. We have spoken about leveraging mobile devices. We have spoken about the core POS transactions. We have spoken about a wall. We have spoken about social. We have spoken about virtual change rooms. Just imagine if these all are delivered, and they are delivered today as well. But the way they are delivered today are using multiple point solutions. It becomes important for CIOs to understand that with these multiple point solutions, what comes also is maintenance, integration, all those mechanical parts. Our customer tell us that with our platform, they were able to consolidate, eliminate all these point solutions and bring all of them into one platform. And that has helped them to deliver this omni-channel vision that we're talking about. It's faster time to value, and that is something that I will cover when I move to the next section, which is around the life cycle services. But most important, return on investment is something that has to be positive always, and that has been another uh, encouraging point for us that we've observed. I just mentioned that at the start of our session, and this is the last section of today's webcast, we are talking about the element wherein lifecycle services acts as a core layer in making sure that whatever we have spoken about across all these areas, primarily we spoke about in-store experience, leveraging the devices, transactions across within the store, having that assisted sales experience going, and seamless integration with the online or other external channels like social or marketplaces, etc. It is important for us to leverage platform along with an implementation methodology which helps you deliver and execute this entire scope, and which also keeps the entire project in a channeled manner. So what it says is that when a project manager has started the first stage, which is the defined stage, when you're talking about business analyst working with a customer to go through that entire process of omni-channel and understand what are the touch points, how are they going through that, there has to be a guided platform available which helps the customer, which helps the project team to simulate that entire environment and help them achieve the vision. Lifecycle Services is a platform which is delivered by Microsoft for all the Dynamics implementations, in which close to around 1200 business processes, specifically around retail and omni-channel, there are close to around 300 odd business processes that we have incorporated. Each of those business processes can be studied through, can be modified based on the need. It generates the gap fit automatically, which helps the overall designing phase as well. And it also gives a guided flow of how this whole process gets executed when it is complete. What are the areas wherein you may have certain performance challenges, etc. So those elements are also executed here. It is very, very helpful when we get on to the develop stage. And develop stage has 2 or 3 critical needs, like if you have done some certain modifications in the code, certain extensions in the code, if it is standard code, it might go and hit your performance. Just remember, we are talking about omni-channel experience. Just calling a particular order when a customer walks into the store, if recalling that order takes a lot of time, the experience just goes for a toss. So it is not only about the functional way of achieving things, it has to also perform well within the time boundaries that are defined. The customer walks into the store, he says, this is my order number, or this is my identification ID, and if you select that order and it takes 5 minutes to recall that order, it doesn't make sense. Lifecycle Services helps you understand, test, and identify those areas of performance leakage and fixes those elements in case you have done certain customizations or changes there. Another area that is important is to have the right size infrastructure deployed for that. The omni-channel is not only about, and I'm just repeating this again, omni-channel, when we say omni-channel, it's all from the in-store standpoint. It is very important that if you are talking to 3 or 4 different front-end channels that you're engaging the customer with, your omni-channel is all dependent on the services that connect. An online channel has to recall a service which is inventory service from the store. When the customer walks into the store, he has to recall or sort of recall the order, pick up the order, confirm the order. All those, there's a lot of interaction between the in-store technology, in-store platform, as well as the other platforms that are exposing those services. So right size infrastructure within the store is important, all from from bandwidth perspective, from the machine perspective. When you're leveraging those devices, it is important all the more. So that has to be something which is guided, which is executed across very seamlessly. Now, once it is all delivered and executed, as an IT administrator, it becomes very important that you are able to preempt if there are certain performance issues or any other aspects that are coming up. There are services available within lifecycle services which helps you monitor and assess if there are certain challenges that are foreseen and you are ready to fix it earlier. That these challenges could be because of memory getting flown over. It could be anything. So with what lifecycle services helps us all is to deliver a predictable, automated and proactive lifecycle engagement across the journey of your operations. It reduces the effort on the IT landscape. It reduces the investments that you make on integrations, on a lot of test environments, etc. It helps you also with on-demand test environments and dev environments that you want to set up only for certain scenarios. It can help you create those environments on the Azure. You can set it up, test it, and then get the entire configuration back on your production environment. So it helps you with those elements as well. Reduces the total cost of ownership because again, I'll go back to the same example I just gave. If you want to test certain scenarios and that test environment is only for say 10 days, instead of setting those infrastructure within your on-prem environment, you can just host it on a cloud, get that tested, export the configuration from the test environment and execute it on the production environment. It reduces the downtime and the time to value is faster. Lifecycle services is one of the important element. It is an Azure hosted environment. From Microsoft Dynamics standpoint, we support both SureStep Agile as well as conventional business processes, conventional project methodologies. As I said, along with documentations at each of the stage, it helps you create those environments and also leverage processes like business process modeler, which I just spoke about. It has around 300 plus omni-channel retail relevant processes out of the box which are defined. You can pick up any of those and start creating your own omni-channel journey across. It's just very similar to what we all do as a visual diagram. Infrastructure estimation, you have a license size estimator, code upgrade, localization, customization analysis that you see over here we just spoke about. Upgrade analysis, whenever a new version comes in, it helps you also with an upgrade plan. How do you upgrade it across? It works with that element as well. That's what lifecycle services does. So I'll just stitch all the three points that we just spoke about for your recall again. Before I pass on the baton back to the question and answer session, we spoke about omni-channel vision, omni-channel execution in the modern world, wherein it is no longer only online commerce which is important when we talk about omni-channel. It is very important to have an in-store platform which is capable for and which is ready for omni-channel execution out of the box. And that is where it becomes important to have the right platform, right services available when we are talking about that experience that we want to deliver to our customer in the name of omni-channel. When we say that, we also say that the modern world will be leveraging a lot of devices. Those box POS are almost out. You will get into a lot of interactive assisted sales models. And how do you leverage devices like tablets, devices like mobile phones, devices like Kinect and LEDs, a wall, to engage with the customer. But those devices should not only be experiential devices, they should also be transaction devices. It can't be two different experiences for those two elements. That is important. But what is also important with these devices is when you are getting into aspects like these, we all know within the store, you have a lot of hardwares as well. So these devices should be capable to interact with remote devices, remote hardwares. We talk about POS printers, we talk about cash drawers, scanners. If there are multiple devices, you can't have each one of those devices along with barcode scanner. You can take the customer to a particular hardware station and leverage those scanners on the hardware station to complete the transaction, and then again go back to the experience area. Those should be possible when we are talking about modern devices. When we are on this omni-channel journey and we are talking about modern devices and delivering those experience on the devices, lifecycle services acts as a backbone wherein it helps you to do entire experience through the processes. So 300 plus ready to use retail plus omni-channel flows. If you have certain customizations, it goes through the customization analysis from the omni-channel perspective so that all services are optimized. You don't get into performance pillages. The right sized infrastructure is there. It suggests all those stuff, and that is where it becomes a guided platform. With which I will finish the contents that I tried to cover today. I wanted to cover today, which across the omni-channel experience. I'm open to take up questions. We have time to take at least 3 questions. Let us, if there are any, let us know.
The questions are already shared.
They are. So can you just help me with just 1 second. There's the question wherein it says the omni-channel consumer expects everything to be readily available at his or her fingertips and expects the overall brand experience to be similarly accessible. Has Indian marketplace come a long way? Let me try to answer this question. I won't say we have come a long way. We have a lot to do right now. We have only been talking about omni-channel as a concept, but I don't think we have. We still have some quite a distance to travel. And I think what is stopping us is the technology to large extent. And I would also refer to this as something wherein we have restricted ourselves mostly from the online element when we talk about omni-channel. As I said, omni-channel is very less to do with online channel only. It is, for brick and mortar retailer, it is more important to have that experience as consistent, and hence just by having that good online channel will not help. So I would say we have not come very far away. It's long distance to travel for us from the omni-channel standpoint. But yes, we are taking the right path. I'll switch to the next question. There's a question which says, how this omni-channel actually will work, whereas current scenario of customer using all mode of browsing and shopping, he or she uses e-commerce, website, mobile apps, in-store, etc. How can it be smooth experience for consumer? if you recall, we were discussing about it's actually the technology that has to play a very important role when we are talking about this aspect. And when I say technology, and we say it has to be seamless. Just imagine there's a product which is available on the online channel, but a customer walks into the store and he finds that that product doesn't exist in the store at all. It is not assorted to that right particular store. So simple things like catalogs should be shared across. Even if the product is not assorted to the store, virtual catalog should be there so that the customer can at least complete the journey there, which is at the store which is near to that. So I'll again go back to that area wherein I said that it is the role of technology, how convenient it is, how easy it is to achieve these all elements, and it is important for technology to play a role there and help them. So how long do you see an implementation taking for a typical e-commerce plus brick and mortar store ends, not including say social, tablet, virtual change rooms? Relevant question. It again goes to a place wherein uh, how have you planned your entire journey? What we have observed through our experience is that when folks have interacted with us, instead of going right away, what they have done is they have focused right from master data standpoint. And there are at least 2 very large customers wherein we are rolling out some 7,000 locations across for them. Wherein instead of starting from e-commerce or from their retail point of sale, they actually started from the master data element. And they said that we will first consolidate all our master data platform into one platform, one which is Dynamics, and then brought in the first element, which was from the channel perspective, they brought in the first element around the in-store, and then added the commerce on top of that. So our experience says that the true omni-channel project execution starts from consolidating the master rather than getting the online channel in place, in shape. It might be a longer route to reach the omni-channel vision, but we have observed that is how people have been successful. And we have quite a few examples in that area. And this is not only India, it is available across the world as well. Same stuff. So there's one more that I saw. Will a store be able to predict and suggest a product to a customer? Yes, and it can be. It is possible, very much possible, but I would actually take it to the next level wherein it says from where the customer preferences should come in. A lot of people say that it should be upsell, cross-sell message. There could be also scenarios wherein you are having customers, friends suggesting some product on social, and you pick those elements from social media and suggest to the customer when they walk into the store. That is another suggestion on the product suggestion. It can be of different types, but yes, it is possible if you have specifically the 4 tenets of omni-channel, which we say customer, product, pricing and promotion, and customer transaction. If these 4 key pillars of omni-channel reside at one single source, it is very much possible to expose that. That is where I said that after looking at our platform, many of our customers have actually gone back and started from master data consolidation rather than deploying the omni-channel stage at the right at the go. That's what we have observed over a period of time now.